So my brand is Casualidy. My name is Cash.
You gotta love it, it's no joke. When you're broke and you don't know when your next dollar is coming on a meal, trying to keep your stomach warm from touching. I know the feeling. Yeah, them stories, man, I heard a million. About the kid with the humble beginnings. How he rose from the streets with no ceilings.
Enough of that, man, fuck the struggle raps. I'ma paint you a picture like I'm Basquiat or J Glow. I'm still an employee getting pesos. How I'm paid, it depends on how the day goes.
Welcome back to the Unpleasant Thoughts Podcast. It's your boy Shampoo, aka Big Shampoo. Got another guest with me today. Let the people know your name, what it is that you do, and where they can find you at.
So my brand is Casualidy. My name is Cash. So that's spelled casual, I-D-Y, and I'm basically a multi-hyphenate. I do a little bit of everything when it comes to music, visuals, fashion. I'm trying to be involved with basically everything. So yeah, that's pretty much it.
Right. Appreciate you for coming through. Appreciate you
for having me.
No problem. So we like to get back to the beginning. So where did you grow up, or like where area was you born and things like that?
So actually the thing that like basically first connected us was that you got the podcast in C Pleasant. So a lot of people don't know this, but up until like I was 10 years old, I lived in C Pleasant, and I stayed literally right by like the elementary school. Like
C Pleasant Elementary?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I used to hoop right there in the courts.
Yeah, right in that neighborhood, man. Katie went to the rec when I was like in 5th grade, man. I never met him, but I got stories of that. So, C Pleasant up until 10th grade. Then I moved to around Avery Park. It's around Langley Park, but from Avery Park, I moved to Castle Boulevard up in Burnsville, and I've been there ever since. That's Maryland, by the way. So, yeah.
Right. So, how was like you like the only child? You had siblings?
I'm the youngest of. It's weird because other than my blood sister, all of my other siblings are older, like a gap years.
Nah, it's not weird at all. I got 4 older brothers. The youngest of them 10 years older than me. So like all my brothers older.
Yeah. So I mean my older siblings, they're like, it's like my half siblings, but I still consider them like family. So they older. I didn't really grow up with them too much, but I grew up with my oldest brother and my oldest sister, Amber and Carlos. They basically like gap years, man, ahead of me. But yeah, I'm the youngest of the family.
So how was it being the youngest? Like, did they tell you like you got a whole different parent from the one I had? Cause
yeah, for sure. Nah, they my sister would tell me growing up that I was babied a lot. You feel me? So that's kind of like the difference, that like I kind of had like this. That's how they see it. I don't see it like that, but they kind of think that I was like spoon fed until like I was a certain age. But nah, man. I mean, I can't really say for sure how they experienced, because I am the youngest, so I don't really know what my parents was like too much back then. But from what I was growing up, man, it was chill.
I could get it though. Like when you are a parent, like for the first couple kids, you probably just learn, and then once you get older, you probably got more patience. You done live.
Oh yeah, they let me off the like.
You done lived a little longer.
Yeah, they let me out a little bit more. I was more free. Like I wasn't really like trapped in the house all the time. Like I don't know. Like even as a kid, like I was able to like go out and like roam the streets of my neighborhood. And like as I grew up, as I started moving around, like that leash just got longer and longer, you feel me? So it was never really an issue. Like, I mean, obviously my mom gonna say something, but it wasn't like on some, I wasn't getting my ass whooped basically. Like my younger siblings, they was getting like punished, because my parents had the energy for all that. But me being the youngest, they basically like just disciplined me with words more than like actual like physical, like a physical beating. Right.
Gotcha.
But yeah.
When did you first like discover your creativity? Because like you said at the beginning, like you were into almost like everything. So when did you discover that?
Well, it was always kind of there. Like I started. I was supposed to be in my elementary school talent show. I had gotten in trouble, but I was practicing that whole like time that up until the show. I was basically like recording my raps in my journal, like writing it down. And I don't know what happened. I got in trouble that like, kind of hindered me because I was like, damn, my first time like trying to actually like be on stage, you know, like I was held back from that opportunity. So that, you know, didn't really spark with me until later in my teenage adolescence, you know, that I was like, oh shit, you actually been rapping, been writing, been paying attention to these artists since you were a little kid, but you never really applied yourself. So my creativity, I didn't discover it until I would say maybe early high school. I knew that I wanted to do something with music, and I kind of just jumped in that water for real, just learning as much as I could.
Was it something that sparked that, like maybe your class or somebody you was around or something?
Oh yeah, for sure. I would say just the time of music. You know, I think leading up to it, I think there was a point where music and like rap music specifically was just at a peak back in like 2014, 2016.
Who were you listening to?
You know, Drake, Kendrick Lamar, the top, like J. Cole, you feel me? Like, I think I just grew like a certain consciousness to want to create and like put a message out. And, you know, having that, it was half and half. So it was that, me growing into that consciousness, and then also me having like, you know, my muse, my like little first love, my high school crush or whatever, that was kind of like, all right, I got all these feelings that I want to get out, but I don't really know how to express them. So that's they kind of intertwine like that.
So like your, do you remember the first song like that you recorded?
Yeah, man. It was let me see. So like it was weird because I really started making beats first. So I really started with beat production before I actually started recording my songs, and I didn't really want to put anything out until I really knew what I was trying to do with my like beats. So when it came to recording songs, I didn't actually record until like a year into that process.
Do you play any instruments?
Nah, not really. Nah, I'm all digital.
So do you have any musicians in your family, or were you like the first to dabble in the music?
From what I know, I'm the first that I know of. I don't really have any any ties or connections to people in my family that made music. So yeah, I would say that I'm the first that's kind of like predominant in this field.
So when you got into it, did you have anybody like show you the ropes, like mentor type situation, even with like unofficial type mentor?
Oh, I wouldn't say mentor. I definitely would say show me the ropes. My friend Kabir, 1K Telly, he basically told me to get FL Studio so I could start producing. And I was just going over his crib, you know, a couple sessions like throughout the month, just to, you know, pick up the basics. And once I knew the basics, you know, like I just started locking in on my own time and, you know, just went from there.
So the production, like you were making just making the beats, or were you like giving them to other people, or?
Oh yeah, I was just making them, cause it's weird. Like I got inspired by this artist named Knowledge, and basically his beats was kind of like what got me into making beats. But they're not like trap beats. They're not like your everyday hip hop beats. It's kind of like samples, chopped up basically. And yeah, like I that's really what I started with, just, you know, making instrumentals. And my first ever anything that I put out project is a full instrumental project. So, you know, just to like show that like I did my studies, you know, and I researched this sound and craft, and I created my own thing.
You still produce now?
Oh yeah, everything I do now I produce myself.
Make your own. Okay, so that how long does it usually take you to craft a song since you putting it together, all together?
To craft a full song, so when it comes to the beat, it could take me anywhere between, you know, a couple hours to a couple days, you feel me? Just how like in depth I get with the sounds and how much I want to do with it. And you know, at the same time, now I'm at a point where I'll be making the beat and I'll start writing the lyrics at the same time. So that'll make the process a little longer. But when it comes to the song, once I'm finished the beat, I basically write down the lyrics to it before I record on it. And since I made the beat, I know all the flows, the pockets, how I want it to sound. And yeah, once I finish the lyrics, I'll probably take another day to record. and it might be a different day, but normally it's a 2-day process. Probably 3 days to mix, master all the sounds, record, like really get it all down. But yeah.
You record like you go to a studio, or do you got like an in-house studio?
I do it all myself, man. Home studio.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, what's your process like when you come to actual recording, like to get yourself in your zone? Do you got like maybe I don't know?
That's a good question.
Some people take a trace, some people would smoke. People just.
I don't actually take any type of drugs to feel anything. Like I kind of just feel how I feel at the moment. Like I kind of just try to see where I'm at with the beat process is actually what goes into the process of me making my song. So like how I'm feeling is what I tie into the beats. So like I try to create that emotional connection, emotional tie with the music first, with the actual production. And that's kind of what leads me into how I'm gonna write it, how I'm gonna create this vision of mine, this world. And yeah, it all leads into one, but I take things that's happened in my life and things that, you know, that I'm going through that affect how I make my music.
And the first song that you completed, that you ready, that what you felt like, yeah, this is when I'm gonna put this one up. What was that?
Yeah, that was, so I didn't have any distribution platforms. I was probably like 15 in high school, and I dropped it on my Instagram, like the full video, I edited and everything, and it was basically like out of this world. Like it sounded experimental. It didn't sound like it was anything that, you know, I've done before, anything I've heard before, honestly. I kind of just knew I wanted to start different, I wanted to be different, and yeah, that's kind of what it was. It was weird. It was straight up weird, not gonna hold you.
So you say you put out the video with the first one. So how'd you shoot that?
I didn't. I actually well, it was weird. I took like pieces of what I was doing. So like I literally like started with the when I was creating the actual melody for it, the intro, and then I created like my setup. It was this crazy setup. I had like 3 shoe boxes just to like on my dresser, and like some books stacked up just so I could have my phone. I was recording on my phone at the time, like just some like straight trap shit, and like I had my phone leveled up to my face so it can hear me.
It's like a homemade
yeah, man, it was really like down bad, but it was my first song, my first anything. So
I mean, I feel like it's more creative than anything. You find a way to get it done.
Exactly.
Some people are making an excuse.
Yeah, that's why I loved it. I mean, as weird as it was, I knew what went into it to make it, you know, exist, to make it be what it is. And like it was crazy. So like, yeah, I basically had to like, I recorded that process, and then I picked out different videos from the internet, and I just threw it in together like of what it was that I was trying to like elaborate with my lyrics. And yeah, you can still find it on my Instagram. You scroll all the way down on my reels, bro, you find it's like one of my first videos.
So it's a 2-part. What would you describe your sound is, if you have one? And if so, how long did it take you to find that particular sound?
Oh man, I'm still looking for it, honestly. I'm still searching for the word. I'll honestly just say it's casual music. You know, like that's the best way I can describe it, because you know, like I want to give it a name, but I also don't want to box it in, and that's kind of like the process that I'm dealing with. You know, I want to get it to a point where enough people hear it where they kind of give it a name of its own, you know, but not necessarily define it. Okay. But you know, they help me get closer to what it's actually called. And you know, until I get there, you know, I'm really just kind of just drawing on a blank canvas.
Okay, so when you say you have a couple of collabs and things like that, so how do you find those artists that you collab with? Like, are those people that you already knew, or people like you might have heard and just reached out?
So it's funny. I remember this one time, this guy in the scene, he was like, in the last 3 years you making music, you have no features. I was like, damn, that's kind of, you kind of got a point there. I'm taking it with a grain of salt, but you kind of got a point. And ever since then, I was just dedicated to, you know, if I hear somebody that I know that can go on this, I'm gonna reach out to them and see what they can do. And that's kind of been my process. You know, it's mostly just kids in my inner circle and just people that I know. But I had an opportunity to work with a mainstream artist, but it kind of fell through. But yeah, I don't actually like it's weird because I listen to so many people. Like I listen to so many artists, but a lot of the artists that I listen to aren't in the area. I haven't talked to personally, so it's kind of like asking.
So they are in the area?
No, they aren't. Yeah, they aren't in the area, or they're like somewhere in the world doing their own thing. So, you know, trying to get these people to work with them, not having that official conversation, it's a little bit harder. So with people that I work with in the area, like for example, Blasian is somebody. Indigo Paradox, we had this one song, I Messed Up. IJW, he's another artist that I work with a bunch. Or Juicy, there's a bunch of artists local artists that are coming up that I'm coming up with basically that I believe in. That's kind of how I work with artists. I work with artists that I see potential in and see, you know, that come up basically. People that I think are gonna blow up in the next couple of years, you know, with or without me, you feel me? So.
Yeah, so how did you discover those particular artists?
Just being on the scene. I mean, I've been outside for like the last 2 years, you know, like just main events, just at every event that was significant for the culture in the DMV, I was most likely there. And, you know, it just picked up over time, you know, like just the respect, the respect, I guess the acclaim, you know, just doing what I'm doing, more people caught on. And, you know, nowadays, you know, I can hit up, you know, a bunch of people and just say, hey, let's work, let's set up the studio session, and I can go and, you know, work with them right quick.
How often do you perform?
That's a good question too. I actually slowed down on performing like around last year. It was kind of weird. I was in this weird like phase where it felt like a lot of people just weren't booking me. But I can't really say it's them or it's me. Or, you know, I'm gonna take the blame, say maybe I'm not on my game, you know, but I got a show coming up this month actually, and then I had a show in December. So it's not often, but I'm outside. And when I'm outside, I'm either with my camera, like I'm doing something. I'm always active on the scene. So I'm kind of just trying to build up my demand right now, so more and more people can, you know, put me on the set list.
Which of those do you feel like is more important, being outside or performing, or is it like?
Being performing for sure. I don't actually go to. It's weird because if I'm not on the set list, I don't feel like going. Okay. But I've been going to a lot of events that don't actually like have performers. It's more so like
networking
events. Yeah, you feel me? So I used to go to a lot of the performing events at Only Vibes, but you know that's a small space.
Yeah, I've been to Pipeman one Only Vibes.
Yeah, very niche. I was there a lot, and I was performing a lot there, and you know,
videos.
Yeah, once he moved out to Baltimore, so that space was kind of like, all right, well now you gotta take what you learned from this area, from this portion of your career, and keep it pushing. And I wouldn't say it's been tough, because like I said, like I can go outside, I can go backstage and, you know, talk to and who's there, you know, and everybody knows me. But and like my homies will be performing, I'm probably shooting for them, you feel me? So you know, just more so adapting, you know, like if anything, like I don't really see me not performing as a hindrance. I just see it as, you know, it's just not my time yet. And you know, when that time comes, I'm gonna be ready.
It's a good mindset to have, because some people will give up if they feel like or if they just feel like, dang, maybe I'm not doing something.
Yeah.
Maybe this ain't for me, perhaps. But like the overall scene, how do you feel? Do you feel like with your style, like maybe you're in this particular area, it has a sound that is considered like the top sound? So a lot of people, I guess, that book stuff, they're gravitating towards that sound. Have you tried anything in that? Like, I don't really know what they, you know what they consider the DMV sound.
Yeah,
you ever tried like do anything like
honestly
towards that?
I mean, I study the culture of just music, period, and I believe the DMV is more than just the sound that's coming out of the DMV.
I understand that.
And I don't believe in you have to make this sound to get that attention or get that because we being honest, I mean, there's two sides of the DMV. There's the trap side, and then there's the R&B side. You feel me? Like, and I mean, it's bigger than that, but like
it's like an underground type.
Yeah, underground alternative sound. You feel me? If it's not trap, then it's a whole nother world, and I'm kind of in that other world of how can I incorporate that? How can I create this alternative sound while letting the artists that solely make trap music or solely focus on a certain sound, how can I get them to gravitate towards these alternative sounds and kind of like push that, you know what I'm saying?
I feel like they can blend, cause like
for sure.
Even with the trap, like they sample R&B music a lot nowadays. Like if you listen, they throw a lot of samples in it. So as opposed to the sample, they can actually have something original if they collaborate with somebody who actually makes that kind of music.
Yeah,
so
I would say one person that kind of got me on my shell with just, you know, trying to, you know, add more to my palette or my creativity is Brent Faiyaz. You know, like that's an artist that's from the DMV, from Gaithersburg.
Yeah, I've been listening to him for
a minute, right? Since Crew, you feel me? So since
I'm probably before that, I forgot which joint it was. He had a haircut type shit.
Yeah, well, that's an artist that I think is someone that has taken the sound and shifted it in the DMV, because he rose to fame doing something that wasn't popular in this area. You feel me? So,
but like his latest joint, he got like DMV artists.
DMV artists,
so
right?
That's what I'm saying.
That's what he's incorporating. He's bringing it back, you know. So, but what he got him there wasn't necessarily that sound. But now that he's there, he can do whatever he want. He can put on who he want to put on, and he can show them like, look, you don't got to do this one thing for the rest of your life.
It worked to me too. I like the joint. You know what I'm saying? Like his joint, he got like his own style too. I feel like it's just like the most toxic shit you can think of.
Yeah. I would say even just with the production itself, it's different, you know, like it brings you back to a nostalgic feeling, and I would say that's how you stand out. You do things that aren't really. If you're popping, anything you do is gonna click. You feel me? If you know what you're doing, it's gonna click. So like I think with just how people produce music, me being a producer, you know, like I kind of feel like Pharrell sometimes. He's from Virginia, you feel me? Mm-hmm. Who knows what he was on back when he was making music back then, you know? So
yeah, I know. Like I watched Drink Champs, and Nori always like to talk about Pharrell and shit. It's like when he went in the studio, he looked at him like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
like what is this?
But then when he heard the shit, oh, all right.
Yeah,
so,
right.
That's
and that's kind of how I feel. Like how can I get in that position to take this artist that is kind of like not necessarily stuck in a box or anything, but doesn't know how to branch out.
Basically.
You know, how do you expand? How can you be able to do it all? Basically, what's that word? Versatile yourself. You know what I'm saying? Become more versatile in your music. And that's kind of what I feel like I bring to the table. You know, I've been surrounded by multiple artists in the area, but also I've been listening to thousands of artists around the world that I take from, and I take that inspiration.
I love music and things like that. That's why I like. If you look throughout past interviews, it's not really no one particular type of artist on there. Like we done had rock, all type.
I noticed. I peeped. Y'all had like, a bunch of artists come through.
Like that's why our number one thing was like we slowed down for a bit on it, but like going outside. So like we would go to networking events and shows and stuff like that. Just that we might know the headliner, but we might discover 4 to 5 new artists just from being there. And you know what I'm saying? So like what we would do, we'd do a video recap every time we'd go out, and then find out people's names and tag them, then reach out to them like that.
And that's how you do it. You know, you grow from there, and you kind of just keep building that I guess that catalog of entertainment.
Like, I be thinking like it's a whole bunch of different artists out here nowadays. Like it's not really but it's just I feel like certain people are pushed more so probably due to popularity more so than talent, because like you said, like some of the like the alternative underground, like some of those be the most talented people, but they perhaps don't have the ears on them.
Yeah, and I don't ever feel no type of way about how that is, because like honestly it's about timing. Like honestly, like your time is gonna come. If you keep going, your time is gonna come. It's bound to happen.
Yeah, that is true, but like I believe it should be a more unification, because I don't feel like this area is relevant enough worldwide for people to not reach out to everyone.
Timing, man. I'm telling you, it's really just timing. Like if anything, and I'm trying to say this as humble as possible, but I do feel like I'm gonna be that bridge to unification. You know, like I feel like Casualidy is gonna be that platform where artists can come, do they too, and go from there.
If you don't believe it, it ain't gonna happen. If you don't believe it, you gotta believe it before anybody else.
Right.
For real.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, I can see this happening. Like, I see these different art, being able to be that guy to, like, look.
So is that the long-term goal with it?
Nah, man. I would say it's a part of the long-term goal, but it's definitely something that I want to do, you know, as I get in those spaces. I want to say, like, all right, I want to be able to call somebody that I've heard one of their albums, and I want to be like, look, I have this song I'm working on right now, and I got this other artist that I can hear y'all making some really good music right now. DMV artist that's local, you feel me? No one really knows about. Boom, this big major artist that everybody knows about. Being able to combine that and bring this new seance of music. Yeah, like, not even eyes, like, just a new sound, like, just combining that. Like, how do you bring that together? And not only, boom, you're pushing the DMV, but now you're putting the DMV onto this other artist that a lot of people may have not even heard of yet.
So I watched a couple of your visuals and things like that. So you come up with all the concepts yourself, or is it like a collaborative thing, or it depends on like who you doing it with?
So I've had 2 videos where they were shot by somebody else. My latest visual was To Be Loved. That was kind of like my main, like my first ever like real movie production, like level quality of like visuals. And I had a team behind that one that helped me shoot that. It's always hard pronouncing their brand. Since Synesthesia Productions, something like that. They're not really official socially yet, but yeah, they've been shooting music videos for a minute.
They're working.
Yeah, I found them at a Grammy event when I was on the clock, actually. So it was weird. I was working, and my event, my job hosted this event where they came through, and I asked them, hey, who are you guys? You guys are cool, and then we just locked in from there. So that was my first official movie video. And the second video that I've had that I worked with somebody was with 808 Neon. He's in Florida right now, basically learning how to do visual productions at what's that college out there? It's a visual college. I was supposed to go there. I completely forgot the name, but yeah, he's out there learning how to study visuals, and I'm glad I tapped in with them before then, because he's been going crazy ever since he went out there. Just endless artists I've seen him just work with, and I definitely see him as being somebody that's going to be very significant to the culture in the future.
So that's another thing people love too, like when you was showing with them, acknowledging them before everybody else, like, because a lot of people ignore people. And then once they get on, oh yeah, I've been blah, blah, blah.
Oh yeah, that's never been me, because I never really, like, honestly, I'm going to say 2 things about this. The people that I met that are on, they don't even, like, they kind of don't acknowledge you for what you're doing. You know, like, it's very rare that it happens. And if it happens, you know, have some gratitude, obviously, make sure it's genuine, but it's rare that it happens. So the people that I've seen that's, you know, supposed to be putting other artists on, I haven't really seen too much of that, and I want to be that change. So that's the first thing I'm going to say on that. The second thing is, I believe in the people around me, because I believe in myself. I believe if I can get on, then my next man is going to get on, just based off that fact. And if I know I'm going to get on, you going to get on too. And I know they say, like, you can't bring everybody, but I'm the type of guy that I'll make sure you got something to do, bro. Okay, like,
I understand that too, because like, sometimes that can be a hindrance, though. Like, trying to bring everybody with you, right? And then motherfuckers kind of hold you back a little.
That's what I'm saying. I see it as like a puzzle piece, you know, like, and like, I think everybody has a piece of the puzzle, and I really do see so much. Like I said, I see a lot of potential in all these artists, and that's the reason why I work with them, why I lock in with them, because, man, like, I invest, the way I invest into people is with my time. And if it's not with money, which is gonna come regardless if you're gonna keep doing what you're doing, then all you have is your time. So make worth of it.
Time is one thing you can't get back.
Exactly. So I give the people that I believe in my time, and I really hope that's a stronghold. It's like a rope. You know, my last video, my most recent video, there's a rope that kind of plays into the red rope. That's basically what it is. You know, it's a connection to all these people that I'm trying to hold that connection. Sometimes throughout the wintertime, that connection might get a little weaker. Summertime come back around, you know, it's all love, you feel me? and I really try to make sure that I'm staying positive with it, because having all these ties, you know, you kind of feel like, damn, bro, I'm trying to do this for you, I'm trying to do this for you.
Yeah.
You trying to have this genuine connection, and when you doing what you're doing, that support might not always be there. That communication might not always be there. That friendship might, exactly. A lot of people lock in with so many other things, you know what I'm saying? So it's hard, but I would say it's worth it, because like I said, like, believing in these people it feels like it feels like my duty, you know what I'm saying? Like really to be that person that can connect.
If you make it feel that way, it's nothing wrong with that though, because that just shows like that's something that you're really dedicated to. But kind of piggybacking off that, like balance. How do you balance this and like your regular life, your social life, work life? How is the balance?
Yeah, so I'm gonna say one more thing, and I'm gonna add on to that. So like having all these people kind of feels like sometimes I'm kind of like depending on my peoples to blow up, even if it doesn't happen for me. You know, that's why I try to maintain good relationship and, you know, just stay down and play my part, whether I'm doing the cameras, whether I'm behind the beats, whether I'm promoting or sharing stuff, and or just putting out my music that might inspire them. You know what I'm saying? I just play my part. Sometimes it feels like I'm depending on them to blow up, but other times I know I'm gonna blow up myself, like I'm gonna get there. So it's not really a dependency on them. It feels like it's like this one big movement just moving in the same direction.
Yeah, we're just gonna see who get there first.
Right,
but
for
as long as we get there.
Right, exactly. But how I balance it, man, that's a great question. It was weird because I wasn't always cash. I was basically like, I would say me. I mean, my real persona, my real person. So once I became cash, it was kind of like I had to prove myself a bit, but it was a little bit easier because being, and I don't want to sound like I'm talking about myself, but being cash is just like, everybody like cash. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was kind of easy because when you carry yourself in a way that represents this thing where cash came after Casualidy. So, and I kind of talk about that on one of my songs where I say like I invented this thing out of a whole bigger idea. You know, so this thing that everybody wants came from something that was pure and genuine. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't want everybody just calling me Casualidy every time I stepped outside. But cash flips, like it flows, you know, you feel me, cash flow. But I didn't want that to like kind of like overtake my identity, I guess. And I had to realize that being this artist and being who I am are two separate things, you know. Like sometimes I might not always feel like cash, and I gotta really be me, you know, at the end of the day, and really connect with myself. And even then, like, sometimes I might not even have cash. Like, I've been broke like twice in my lifetime. You feel me? So being cash isn't always, you're not always cash. You feel me? How do you play that? And that's kind of been I've been learning that now, actually. Like, just how do you portray yourself as this thing, yet in real life you're not there yet? And or how do you keep people with this perception of who you might be, but in real life you're not there yet?
And you could be going through it, you go home,
and nobody know, you feel me, because you cash. You supposed to have all this, you supposed to be this and that and that. But you know, behind the scenes it's honestly, I just believe in God. I got faith in God. That's how I balance, for real. Like I let him teach me what I need to be taught, and I go through my lessons with the chin up, you feel me? And once I get through the lesson, you know, the next one comes.
That's a good way to look at it. It's definitely a good way to look at it. I kind of look at it like, also in a sense, maybe not literally, but speaking it into existence. Like, this is who I am, even if when I go home fucked up, this is who they know me as, and that's who I'm going to be eventually, one day, permanently. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's going to match both sides of match.
And that's the best part, is that, like, even at times when I don't feel like my best self, I know when it clicks, it's gonna click, and when it clicks, y'all gonna get it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I can understand. Like, say, I'm not really the same thing, but like doing this situation, like doing an interview, I had times where I had shit happen, but Nah, I ain't canceling.
Right.
We're gonna come,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? I met some good people.
Right.
Just you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Meet some good people, and it made it worth it. Made the pushing through it, made, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Made it worth it, and things like that. So, want to ask about, do you have, I just want to speak, my man, he do the top 5. So, top 5 artists you would like to work with. They could be local, international, national, whatever. Just top 5 artists you would like to work with.
Sheesh. Oh, man.
I say no box, no genre.
Alright, well first, I gotta give it to Cash Cobain. I'm not gonna lie, like Cash Cobain been going crazy. He's just another Cash in the field. Yeah, that's somebody that I would love to work with. I would want to break down his mind, because I don't know if it's like the way that he's been coming up has been basically through the club scene in New York. So I don't know, that's just iconic, just cash, you feel me? Like, it just makes sense. But that's first. I'm going there first. Second, let's see, Redville. That's an artist from Maryland, and man, bro, he just performed at Tyler the Creator's concert last summer. He basically was promoting, he's saying Free Palestine on his set, and that kind of put his name out there. But he's always been like that just reformative, like just pushing this narrative.
You know him personally?
I've met him a couple times. I have. That's somebody that I would love to work with, because it makes sense with what I'm trying to do. And just being around that character, being around that energy, you know, I feel like it would definitely help me get closer to my goal. That's number 2. So he's in the area from Maryland. Number 3, Brent Faiyaz. Come on, guys. Gotta put Brent Faiyaz up there. Brent Faiyaz is a GOAT.
For sure.
Yeah, he definitely inspired me to, you know, start singing, get in my singing bag. Even with Sonder, you know, I kind of even took that like into play with how he has 2 different artist pages, because I'm doing Casualidy, but I also have Cash as my artist page as well. I just started that this year, and yeah, he kind of inspired me to start singing. So I would love to just even produce for him, or just like give him some visual ideas, whatever it is, you know, anything related to Brent Faiyaz. I would love to work with him. Damn, number 4. Alright, I'm gonna go with Kendrick. I
could definitely hear some of that in like some of the tracks I was.
Yeah, okay,
I can hear more influence.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Kendrick. I mean, come on, that's a go. That's obviously a go. Kendrick has been around for a minute. You feel me? Who doesn't want to work with Kendrick Lamar? Man, he's a genius. Yeah, that's number 4 and number 5. Yeah, I'm gonna tie number 4 with Cole and Kendrick. Either one of those. You know, everybody say. Actually, can I do that? Can I give number 4 the top 3 right now?
Yeah, that's fine.
That's fine? Alright, cool. I'm gonna go Kendrick, Cole, and Drake. Any one of those at number 4?
Triangle, yeah.
Valid. I'm set for life, you feel me? We good. Alright, cool.
Is it a song with all 3 of them, or they just...
Is it a song with all 3 of them?
Yeah, or they just like duo with Drake? I know Drake did something with both of them. Hey.
Drake got Cole, Drake got Kendrick got Drake, but I don't think Kendrick and Cole have stuff, but they don't have stuff like that's popping or out. You know what I'm saying?
So they ain't been one with all 3.
Yeah, nah.
They wouldn't do that then.
I don't know. I mean, shit, honestly, it's hard to even say that I don't know why people say that they the top 3, because, like, you got Kanye, you got so many heads out here.
I mean, I guess because it's like, because they like a younger generation. Like, they came after Kanye. I remember the first Kanye joint, like, when I don't even know how old I was, but I got it like first couple times. I got the little drink from graduation tatted on my leg, on the back of my leg.
Yeah, I don't see how, like, I mean, Kanye just dropped his album and was number 1 for like 2 weeks straight.
But I think he ain't considered with them only because he came before.
Where.
So I think,
but
like,
Kanye, I never seen Kanye being considered the top 3. You know what I'm saying? Like, I never heard him being the top 1. You feel me? Unless he had a song out, album out. Consistently, like, throughout the years. So he's kind of been like this, like, alright, we know he's in this different realm of, like, success.
Yeah, because then he started experimenting a little more. So maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
But it kept him around.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It kept him around, he ain't stick to the same.
But it's not just kept him around, he's gonna be around regardless. You know what I'm saying? Like, whether he does whatever he does, he's always been around. He's always been this, like, thing, you feel me? So I don't know why he doesn't get mentioned in that being that GOAT, but Number 5, I'm gonna go with. Let's see. Number 5. It's probably easy, but I want to put a project out with Blazing, bro. I'm not gonna hold you.
Yeah.
I feel like Blazing is.
Yeah, he got something a little different.
Yeah, bro. That kid, man. He's gonna be monumental, man. Like if he just keeps doing what he's doing, bro, it's gonna make so much sense in the future. And
yeah, I can hear.
Yeah, I haven't been able to like actually like as close as we are. It's weird. We haven't actually been able to sit down and like make a project or like make like a collab album. But I feel like again timing. You know, like I think when we get there, we gonna get there.
Y'all got the one joint, or how many y'all got together?
We just got that one joint. We had a couple joints. They never got done. Okay. And like I said, man, I think it's just timing, man. I think honestly, like.
So how was it recording? Was that I messed up?
I messed up. Yeah.
How was that? Like that recording session?
I sat on that song for a year because I had this whole thing, which is my music, where I couldn't really record anything for like 10 months straight, and it was either recording on my phone, recording on, just moving backwards in order to move forward, and I was not fucking with it. I was like, you know what, put that music shit on hold real quick and focus on what you gotta focus on. I picked up my camera, started doing visuals more, and I basically was just working. Like I was working like two jobs at a time, and 2 to 3 jobs in the span of 10 months. And not like bouncing or anything. Like I had one main job and then just side hustles. But I basically was stuck in this field of, in this mindset of wait for the timing to be right. And that song, we all linked up and recorded that at Blazing's crib. Me, Indigo, we all made the beat. We were just some teenagers, man. We were just chilling, bro, just hanging. And I remember making that song. It didn't really connect until later on, but it's called I Messed Up because, you're gonna make mistakes. And that's kind of what it was. I didn't really click it until, I didn't click it all, put it all together until later on when I finally was able to start recording again, start, holding on to certain songs so I can make my project, make my art piece, and make my artwork.
That makes sense. One more top 5. He'd like to do a couple more, but I just one more. Top 5 places you would like to perform.
Ooh, that's a good one. Top 5 places I would like to perform. Oh man. Okay, cool. Do we gotta go venues or like just
it could be
states? Like
no type of box. Any answer is acceptable.
Alright, cool.
Could be countries.
Number 1, I'm going Super Bowl.
Okay.
I'm going Super Bowl. Like that's a real goal that I want to do. I don't know if I'll be the main artist.
I mean, if you did, it's something.
Exactly.
It's something.
I mean, that's far beyond like what anybody ever could see. I'm gonna say Super Bowl right here because somebody actually told me like, bro, what you doing? You could basically be on Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna go ahead and say Super Bowl because why not? I mean, in the future,
Yeah, in a sense, because how same way, no different like. Some of the people perform there as features or like
exactly.
JD. Not been known as he had some raps, but
I see it happening, man. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I mean, it might take some time, but I see it happening.
They have Super Bowls every year, so
it's not like it ain't going. When you really look at it, bro, it's not like it's like a lot of artists that can really hold that down and hold it down the way they need to.
So you'll have a chance every year to NFL and going nowhere.
1, you gotta have hits, which I know I'm gonna have. 2, you gotta have the catalog, just the support around it, and just the team. The way that I'm about to do it, I'm about to just work with so many artists to the point where it's like, boom, you feel me? Like one of these artists gonna be monumental.
They gotta get big.
You feel me?
They gotta get big.
Super Bowl first. Second, damn. I want to.
Ain't no box, place, venue, event, anything.
Everybody talk about selling out Madison Square.
Madison Square.
Gotta sell out Madison Square one time, a couple times. You feel me? Like that's we thinking big with these, yo. I'm telling y'all, we thinking big.
Don't set no limit on yourself.
Selling out Madison Square. I want to know what that's like. I've never been to Madison Square Garden.
I've never been to New York.
Really?
Nah, the one time it was a crazy story. One time I was about to go. We got stranded in Delaware.
Oh.
It was freezing outside too. It was freezing.
The thing
crazy.
with New York is hit or miss for me, bro. Like every time I've been to New York, I've had to be on some like 24-hour stretch, like go home the next day type shit.
I ain't staying
on the bus, bro. Not even I ain't staying here. Like I got no choice. I gotta work the next day. For me, like
shit.
some hustle shit.
It's spontaneous.
Nah, not spontaneous, but definitely on some workhorse, just hustle mentality. Like I remember I was supposed to leave, and then like I stayed because my homies had a studio session, and like I was up like panicking in the studio session because I ain't been asleep at all. Niggas is cold in the studio.
Yeah, like that. I mean, the furthest I done went, then Bound had to come back one time when I was at Virginia Tech. We did a show, but we didn't do the show. I did the video. My man did the camera pictures. So we walked Flocka. He was performing up that day. So we ended up sitting in a hotel with the nigga shit, smoking shit. No, we was in a hotel, but we went to the cops smoking. The nigga shit, like he was playing unreleased tracks and shit.
For real?
Yeah, but then we had to come back 4.5 hours drive.
See, that's what I'm saying. That's easy, bro. If I had a car and I could drive, it's like, yeah, I've been going on fucking Amtrak, bro.
So my man, wasn't that easy, cause my man been up like, he was the driver. He had been up like 20-something hours. Motherfuckers was tired as shit.
Them day trips to New York, man, that shit is vicious, man. Like that's kind of why I got this love and hate vibe with New York, because it's them day trips,
I gotta go though.
Them just be killing me.
I gotta go out there at least once.
Yo, my homies was out there for Fashion Week this year.
Oh yeah, my boy was just out there.
Bro, the Fashion Week that they had this year, man, bro. One of them cameramans, bro. He's been with this poppin' artist ever since that week, BK the Ruler. And he's been traveling with her like everywhere.
That's pretty cool. Went out there, made it count.
Yeah, man, bro. Let me tell you,
that's what it's all about. We might meet the right motherfucker. Ain't gotta go to work no more. Fuck.
Yeah. Shout out, Walt. Shout out, Sleepy Hispanic, bro. I see you doing your thing, man. But yeah, that's under. I mean, I wouldn't even say that's underground. That's basically mainstream at this point. Like she's popping, but. Yeah, bro, that New York is one of those places you can go to and you can be popular as fuck and nobody will know you. And that's what I love, bro. You can blend right in, but you can also, turn up the city if you really like that. So, Madison Square Garden, I'm gonna say number 3. Come on, let me think of like a major I want to do Saturday Night Live. I don't know why. I feel like I want to do the whole stage presence though, like the stage, what's that called when they set the stage up for like what the vibe you're trying to get out. Like I want to have background dancers like on some Chris Brown shit, man. Like I'm trying to perform like Beyonce out here, bro. Not like Beyonce, like you know what I'm trying to say, bro. Yeah, she got the whole exactly. You know what I'm trying to say. Yeah, so Saturday Night Live, I'm gonna put that at number 5 actually, cause I feel like I can go a little higher than that. All right, so cool. Number 3. The Grammys. Performance at the Grammys.
Yeah, you're a musician. That's always
you got it. Yeah, that's cool. That's a cool little vibe right there. I don't know. I'm trying to win one. Trying to win a couple. You feel me? But performance, very good start. I would love to perform at the Grammys.
Are you familiar with any of like the awards locally?
The Whammys? I'm familiar with.
They got a couple of them.
I'm familiar with the Whammys.
We went to like the Mayor Awards one time in the city. I forgot the categories, but I believe they had music.
Okay. Let me see number 4. Shit, World Tour.
World Tour?
Yeah, that's how I'm feeling. I don't know if that counts as a one specific place, but if I can get a world tour in there, where I can travel the world, talking about South America, for me, Asia, Europe, North America, just a world tour all in 1 year, maybe a year and a half, all on my budget, and everything paid for, it's all good, it's all there, all the music is popping, everybody love it, fans love it, fans coming out, sold out shows. That's what I'm looking at. And then number 5, Saturday Night Live. All right, cool.
All right, so we spent a lot of time on the music, but when you opened up, you said more time. So tell me a little bit about the other interests.
Yeah, so the visuals. Oh man. Ever since I can remember as a little kid, my pops would always just have like craziest movies on, bro. Like some shit that you shouldn't be watching as a kid, but since your dad there, it's cool. You know, he gonna cover your eyes to like the wild part.
One of my son's favorite movies, maybe like one was Child's Play.
That's a good movie. That's a good movie.
I got Ghostface tatted on me, so.
Yeah, no, my dad had me watching like The Sixth Senses and shit.
You familiar with Scream?
Word. Scream, yeah, man. But yeah, ever since I can remember, he had me watching these movies, and I don't know what it was, man. Something about movies that just like the way that you can incorporate these soundtracks into your film. That just made me click. It made it click. It made it make so much sense.
I never really heard nobody look at it from that perspective.
Yeah, that's how I really see it. Like, since I'm so well in depth with music, how can I make my music intertwined with visuals so it can come across and communicate better to the viewer? And boom, high school come around. I had this. This is really what it was. I had this crazy high school crush, this muse, and every day, bro, I remember for like 3 years straight. It's gonna sound crazy, but this is real, bro. 3 years straight, I was looking for music videos that could communicate how I was feeling, and like at one point, it felt like I was connected to the universe with just how I put a bet on the universe that I would get this girl. You feel me? I didn't get it, but I still was still trying to communicate that shit to her. It's weird. Like I really was trying to find. I got this page on.
Did you at least get her like her attention?
I don't know. I mean, I think so. I would say I did. She gonna probably say nah, you never did. But I'm gonna say I did because I kind of it was always on point. Like just the visuals. Like
she's still around?
Oh yeah.
She still look good?
Yeah.
Yeah, so is the crush, is she still around?
The crush is still around. We actually got a song out. Yeah, so I ain't gonna say too much.
But is that from the is that now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the last song. It's basically out there, but I ain't tripping because I already talked to her about it. Yeah, I don't crush on her no more. You know, that's basically that's.
So how'd you get her on the track?
Family. Oh man. I grew up. I matured. I grew out that high school mentality, and I kind of I was like, you know what? It wouldn't feel right not having. She's trying to venture into music right now, and she always been like a singer. She kind of just never had that same upbringing as me when it came to kind of like just production or just music. Feel like it was kind of like distant for her, but now that she's kind of involved, man, she's been popping. I was seeing her on the scenes more and often. Like it was kind of funny. I was like, "What you doing here, man?" Like it's my people's, bro. What you doing here? But yeah, she just started popping out more, and I was like, you know what, man, it wouldn't feel right to go with what I'm going with and not have this person a part of my story.
Now, too many people say they had their crush on the song. Now that's pretty.
What you mean?
You say she was on the song?
Yeah.
Not too many people can say they did that.
Yeah, man. I mean, but it's more than a crush because honestly, like she inspired me to make my first anything, and then that was my muse, that was that 50-50 like.
Hey, even less people could say make the first song. You said she inspired you to make the first one?
My first project.
Oh, project.
Yeah.
Not too many people say that.
So yeah, it didn't feel me. I'm very like stuck on my roots. Like I need to like remember where I came from. So anytime I can listen to my music in the past next 20 years, I'll know exactly how I felt in that moment, in that time
capsule
frame.
type.
Exactly. Yeah. So I knew right then and there. I was like, I need to put her on my song, on my album. Once I had it all together, and I didn't want to kind of like miss anything.
So tell me about that track with
You and Me. Yeah, so wow, that track it was inspired with my first love, my ex. She broke up with me kind of like a month before my birthday. It was all bad times, bro. That was like last year. Yeah, it was tough, but she inspired that. It was kind of like I made the beat on some like, it's called You and Me, and the sample I'm pretty sure is saying you and me should always be together. And that's kind of what I was trying to like communicate, just like this like fight for like, just hold it down. And once I made the beat, once I broke up with her, once she was out the picture, it kind of changed into this whole other thing that was like, you and me is bigger than me and her. more so me and the people that are here connected to Casualidy. And that's kind of what I based that on. I was basically trying to say, like, yeah, I went on I mean, you seen it. A lot of people talk to me about that, like how I went 30 days with posting that song every day. And I still get people coming up to me saying, man, that song crazy, man. Like how you went and, you promoted it like that, how you performed it at the show, whatever. And, it's a beautiful song. Yeah, I really, really dived into, just trying to maintain this connection. And her being the thing that inspired it is why it's such a meaningful song to me, because there was a point where it felt like I was losing touch, losing that grasp of losing that rope connection with everybody, and not even just everybody, like her and people that I started with, and that song was basically me saying, like, look, man, I'm doing this shit, and I need you to just be patient with me, like, really, like, watch me do it, but don't forget about me,
That's hard.
Because I'm always be here.
Patience, they don't see the picture, or it's not.
Yeah.
It's not clicking in their time frame.
Yeah.
Sometimes it don't click in our time frame, but we still know that we got it.
Yeah, and
Pivoting back, I want to pivot back. What makes you decide this song needs a visual? Like, not necessarily that, but like when you pick a song that has a visual, what make you decide this one needs a visual?
I'm not there. I'm honestly not at a point where I can like make a visual for every song that I put out. But you kind of just know. You kind of just feel it. It's kind of like, you'll see it play out in your head before you even put it out, before you even finish it. Like, you'll see, like, the way I write my music, I'm very, I would say, descriptive with what it is. And it goes back to what I was saying, like, my other page, I got a private page on Instagram, not private, but Finsta. They got like 6,200 videos. Probably 5,000 of those are music videos that I watched and I recorded that, like, I felt connected to, like they were speaking to me in a sense, like I was meant to see them, not only to add to my ability to grasp visuals, but also, it felt like I was that character in the video itself, you know what I'm saying? And I kind of kept doing that. Even now, like, a lot of people will see me repost on my story artists that are dropping. I'm not doing it on my private page anymore. I'm more on Casualidy, but I'll have videos on my story where I'm reposting the music videos that I find that are very interesting. People should know about this. More people should hear about this. It's popping, whether it's not popping. This shit cool. I want you to know about it. So that goes into what you just asked me. Saying, how do I know what to pick, which songs? Because I have all this visual prowess, this visual knowledge. I'm able to like see scenes play out in my head while I'm writing it, while I'm recording it, and it'll come along like as I go. Even right now, I don't know when this podcast is coming out, but I'm actually about to shoot my next video this week. It's crazy. I got like a scene with a tub in it. I'm kind of like drowning in that motherfucker, and then I got an event that's coming up that's gonna be very significant for the DMV. Shout out J Glow, still unemployed. He's about to shoot that. He's about to do that event next this Saturday. So I'm basically connecting the play. I'm seeing it in my head. I'm like, I'm about to shoot this main scene where you kind of feel me emotionally, and I'm about to go out in public where I can do my 1-2, you feel me? And I'm about to be looking good. I'm about to do my hair, my outfit's gonna be on point. I've been hitting up designers. Kumasi Kill Club, he about to give me some pieces that I can wear. It's another brand, Kumasi Kill Club, that I've been trying to work with. He's gonna give me some pieces to rock out. So yeah, like I'm really like pulling strings basically, like all the ties, all the connections that I've been making, I'm using it to do what I'm trying to do and build this world. And it's not gonna be 100%, it's not gonna be the prettiest, you know what I'm saying? Like I do everything myself. I have friends that hold the camera for me.
I understand.
I edit it myself, you know what I'm saying? So
okay.
it's not.
What do you edit on?
I edit on Adobe.
Okay.
And
I gotta find a cut.
Bro, I got the finesse. I'm not gonna hold you. I got this ever since I went to Morgan State for a semester. And boy, man, they gave me a free laptop. I don't use it anymore, but they also gave me my email allows me to have all the Adobe apps with the school for free. So yeah, man, going crazy.
Oh, shit. So how long usually take you to edit? Well, like during editing, do you see something that's different? Like, do some of what you picture change? Like once you get to the editing process.
So it's funny because editing isn't my first love. It's weird. Like editing, like all right, it's different to have like this connection with visuals, but when you gotta do it yourself, it's different because it's like you're dribbling the ball with your left hand. You feel me? I'm dominant with my right though. You know, like music is my right hand, but visuals is my left. Okay. And like I'm still learning how to like get really good with dribbling
the left hand.
Yeah, so I don't really have like a love to it. This love, like I love this shit. I fall out of love with visuals so much because I gotta edit my shit. And I'm backed up on like I would say like a couple events because I'm still trying to get myself to a point where I can stay consistent and drop events every week and not hold on to pictures and I can just get them back right away.
So I like editing for some reason. Like it's just tedious, but I feel like it gives you you can control the narrative. Like,
oh yeah.
Like say I recorded this scene last, I can put it first or in the middle.
Yeah,
like,
right.
I can change the way that the whole story is put out. Like so.
In this day and age, you gotta know how to edit.
So do you have like? If you say you don't really have like a bigger love, so that was gonna be the question for you. Like, do you have like bigger aspirations for the visuals, like outside of music, like maybe commercial short films, feature films,
movies, bro?
Movies,
man. I'm trying to do it big, bro. Like I'm trying.
So So when it would come to a movie, would you just want to like be like the DOP, direct, or write, or combination of those?
See, I don't know if I would be the writer. I mean, like I have this innate like sense of like I gotta do everything myself. I don't know if I would be the writer to these movies. I think I would spark the idea, and maybe the only movie I really might write to is like the self-documentary. You know, like the movie.
Biopic type.
Exactly, biopic. That's probably the only one I can really truly write, and even then I would probably have somebody writing for me while I tell them like this is my day to day.
You'll have. So when it comes to other shit, like you'll have ideas, but you'll need somebody to like
break it down, like help me put this together. Yeah, so I would say I'll probably direct some scenes, but my main focus will be the musical like component, like how Metro Boomin did. Yeah, how Metro Boomin did with Spider-Man. Feel me? Like that's some shit I'm trying to do. Casualidy.
Like see what music would elevate the scene.
Exactly.
And stuff like that.
Exactly.
And then also soundtrack. But
yeah, that and I want to do some acting. I mean, I want to play my part, like not on some like main lead or anything.
I'm saying, do you got like a role like I do that?
No. If I was acting, it would probably be on some short film. Not even short film, but more like a short movie. Like Vince Staples just dropped 4 episodes.
I get it up. I haven't caught it yet. I have not caught it yet, but I had seen what he did like on YouTube. Before that, like
show. Or Atlanta, Childish Gambino. He was making movies before.
Yeah, I've definitely been a fan of him since he was like, what's the third comedy? Childish Gambino, that was way back. It was like him and 2 white boys and shit. They used to do
I know what you're talking about.
Skits and shit like that.
Right.
And they did Mystery Team.
That's what I'm saying. So like, that's another artist that I look up to when it comes to visual components because he's been able to blend in.
I always kind of fuck with him and shit because I like some of his videos, some of like the older videos too.
Yeah, the only thing he's missing is the movie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But he already shot.
I guess he cool with being television.
Yeah.
Television.
He already did Atlanta. He did second one. Hive.
Swarm. Yeah, and then he just did Mr. and Mrs. Smith too. On Amazon Prime. That shit came out like last month.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah. I watched the whole thing. I ain't gonna hold you. I'd be off 2 days in a row. So
he on point with it.
2 days in a row, I kind of watched the whole thing. I kind of like it. He was on the show Community. Me and my mother used to watch that.
Yeah, I know that one.
Comedy and shit.
Yeah. That's the only part that like of acting that like I know it's gonna be tough for me to like grasp. Like I don't have any experience in acting other than like that's what I'm saying. Like I wouldn't be a main role because
you gotta start somewhere though. Like the roles you saying, like once you get the gist of it.
I want to be on some like ASAP Rocky shit.
Okay.
I know you seen ASAP Rocky and like films. dope. Yeah, feel me? Like he showed up in films.
And it was the other joint.
Like Rihanna, Ocean 11. Like, you know, I want to do cameos, bro. Like, like I don't want to be like the main lead.
See, that's because you ain't like once you get into it and you start to feel it, you probably want to elevate to a bigger role.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, shoot, who knows? I mean, I feel like God blesses you with
a lot of musicians.
But so much.
A lot of musicians transition to the film and acting, but they don't get it right the first couple times. Everything take practice.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, I can't be good at everything, bro. Like, as much as I want to, like,
you could try.
I'm gonna try. Fuck yeah, I'm gonna try. But realistically, it would take me a whole nother lifetime to be really like on some. Like, if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it at 100. That's how I see everything. I'm not gonna just. And it's weird because I would have to put music on hold, and now I have to put my life and my balance to this acting shit.
I see why you want to take a smaller role.
That's what I'm saying. Cause that's why I don't want to. I don't want to take these big roles, because if I take that big role, I'm gonna have to like really take my time.
So how about like a visual for the song? Like, you know, sometimes people got like a short film.
For sure, it's gonna be fucking
have some
cinematic
acting scenes in between in the video.
I feel like I'm a really good actor because I feel like I will make it feel like I'm being authentically myself. Like you couldn't tell that I'm acting. You know what I'm saying? Like I really like.
Yeah,
I think those are some of the best actors. Like
I think it kind of relates how you say sometimes, regardless of what I'm going through, and like I gotta step out here and be Cash.
Mm-hmm.
So that requires a bit of acting skill.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That requires a bit of acting skill.
For sure. When I step outside, I feel like a movie sometimes, bro.
Yeah, I'm saying, I definitely feel that. I definitely feel that. And so then the next one that I heard in the beginning, fashion.
Yeah.
Like what do you like? Do you like model? Do you like design?
I don't model and I don't design. I think I have the idea to what fashion could be, and I have the people around me that have the ideas that I can put in position to, kind of like a Virgil in a sense, Kanye and Virgil connection. Kanye, genius when it comes to fashion, but he doesn't put designer clothes out like Louis Vuitton or Pharrell, what he's doing with Louis Vuitton. He had Virgil in his like pocket for a second, you know what I'm saying? And boom, Virgil did what he did with Louis Vuitton.
And you say you got people.
Yeah, so there's one kid, Drew, 1999, and this kid, man, like, bro, when he talks about his fashion and the way he wants to, like, what he wants to do with it, it's so down to earth, because he's not trying to create another fashion brand where he just puts a logo or a title or an art design on a t-shirt. Like, he really wants to create something that is self-sufficient and helps the earth. You know, it doesn't, or not even necessarily helps the earth, it doesn't destroy the earth while making it. So he really like goes through the process of investing his own money that he worked for, putting it into this healthy idea that won't fuck up the environment, you know what I'm saying? And he really is conscious of what he's doing with his work. He's not having these child laborers, you know what I'm saying, create his pieces for him just so he can sell them or overprice them. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
I'm telling you, man, he a genius when it comes to the clothes.
I'm not really too keen on the fashion, but I do want to like merch and stuff like whatever. But you know, I don't want to just everything to just be plain either. Just like you said, just throw the logo on it. But I'm not really.
Well, it's only because a lot of people don't have all this information. So I want to put him in position so he can inform people. Like, look, this is what's happening over here.
If you ever want to interview,
oh yeah, for sure. I'll send him over, bro.
Get that knowledge out. Like I said, I would like to, if we get merch, I would like to do just more than just the logo.
Yeah.
Like
he also does logo designs too.
Like
so.
throw something. Like I want to add something on it. Like make people want to wear it.
No, he's a mastermind, bro. And that's one of the people that like I want to put in position if I have the opportunity to like, hey, like look, I need these clothes designed for my next album. You know, I need this merch design for my next. I want to sell these on my show. How can we go about this in the healthiest way? Where
do you have a logo?
I do have a logo. He helped me design my first logo.
Okay,
So that's kind of like I'm trying to stay locked in with him because I already seen how he think, bro. He before it was even like, man, we was working in the summertime. We was working at this job called Landbox together. He put me on this. He's a manager or whatever. Man, we was going on rooftops throughout the city, bro. We was on top of the city before we was on top of the city. You feel me? Like that's how I see it. Like we was really like pulling roofs.
Nice way to look at it.
Man, let me tell you, man.
Bro.
We wake up early, man. We go to the. I might do it again this summer. That was last summer. I might do it again this summer, man. We was basically just pulling roofs and yeah, dealing with green, bro. I'm trying to be so cool. I'm sorry. But yeah, no, bro. That's my brother, man. But outside of clothes, bro, that man is a genius, bro. I'm trying to put him in position so he can do what he got to do.
I feel like people need people like that, and people need people like you also that want to that actually genuinely want to see you win.
Oh yeah.
And things like that.
If there's anything about fashion, man, that's my route.
Okay.
If it's fashion, I'm going through him first.
I don't really got no fashion sense.
Right.
I dress regular as a motherfucker. I ain't gonna
honestly, I'm the same way. I've been thrifting for the last 2 to 3 years, and I don't have like designer brands. Like I'm not like a fashion like, oh, this is what just dropped. Like I gotta get my hands on this, or like I'm not like a hype beast or anything like that. Like I kind of I love to style myself because I'm an artist. You know, I want to make sure that I look the part. But when it comes to making sure that I'm wearing brands that are healthy for the world and have a good message and a positive output for the world, you know, like I want to make sure that I'm wearing the right things, and he knows damn near everything. He's tapped in, like, yeah, bro, he knows the vintage shit, the new shit that's coming, you know what I'm saying, all the shit that's happening now, you know, anything.
Yeah, that's definitely somebody I need to get in contact with, like I said, because we want to.
Oh, yeah.
No, you see me out in the event. I got on an Unpleasant Thoughts hoodie.
Yeah, right. Yeah, of course, you got to.
Gray, black, whatever. So I like,
you got to.
This ain't really fancy every time. I got some different jeans and different shoes.
Yeah.
When I step up.
Yeah.
That's probably the only thing that changes my shoes but I might switch the color on the hoodie.
Yeah, bro. You got to. You got to represent.
I ain't no fashion. Ain't no fashion.
Even then, bro, like I want to do my own merch, but I'm not there yet. You know, like I gotta invest into that myself. So.
I mean, it's a worthwhile investment because, like, at the same time, we aren't really fully prepared because when we go out, shit, we done had people be like, shit, I want one of them hoodies. I was like, oh shit, we ain't got nothing but the ones we got on.
Sample joints, right?
The ones we got on and shit. So I don't.
You gotta hit them with the I got you. Give me a couple weeks.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't want to be. I want to be able to say I got you. Not even a couple weeks. Shit. Got you.
Right.
Run to the car.
Yeah, right.
Run to the car. That's kind of where I want to be.
Yeah, that's just a different feeling, man. When you get the free merch, man. Like this joint I got it for free, but I don't really talk to the homies that gave it to me. But yeah, man, I love that feeling of being able to, like, you know, just be that man and, like, you know, hey bro, you deserve this, you earn it. Another person, Tears of Pain, he gave me the shirt on my clock. I don't know if you heard him, but he basically, I was on a shift. I told him I was an artist, you know, what I'm doing, what I'm trying to do. And he was like, you know, I got a shirt for you, bro. And first time I put it on, he be watching my story, he be reposting. He was like, look, man, my homie in my shit. I'm like, okay, cool.
That shit make both sides feel good, too, at the same time. Because me giving it to you, you want shit, you know what I'm saying? Then when you post yourself and you out actually winning, and then me as the person receiving the thing, motherfucker just gave me.
The thing about me, it gotta be good quality, bruh. Like, if I touch your shirt and it feel like I can rip this bitch with my 2 hands, I'm not gonna wear it. Like, anything, bro, like, quality over quantity. Like, I'm not, like, deep into the fashion, but anything that I ever put on, this is another thing that Drew taught me in 1999, it has to have durability, bruh. It's not about being able to switch it out the next day and wear it once. Like, nah, clothes is meant to be worn and torn.
See, the reason why some people don't care, because some people only wear shit one time and then throw that shit away anyway. So
that's not fashion,
bro. That's why
bro.
some people don't really care.
That's a waste of clothes, my boy. That's not fashion, that's a waste of clothes. I think true sense of...
I ain't the type of nigga that buy some new clothes every week.
Right. True sense of clothes is wearing what you got daily, my nigga. Like, that's how you really set your character. Like, bro, like homie Blazing, like bro, he's wearing the same like outfit, the same jacket like for the whole winter. Me, I wore my piece was like a do-rag, a leather do-rag. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I like we separate ourselves, we staple ourselves in the culture. Like
that's your
you
look.
know exactly. And then next summer come around, we reinventing ourselves. Exactly. Like that's good fashion. I think that is good fashion when you can create your own character, your own style. You step outside, somebody don't gotta see your face, they see your outfit and they know that's you.
Oh, that's because blah blah blah. They might not even know you or know your name, but I know I seen him somewhere.
Exactly.
I know I seen him.
Yeah.
What other things are you dabbling in or interested in dabbling in? We touched on the music, the visuals, the acting, the fashion.
Well, cash. I'm trying to figure out how to make money, and I'm trying to. I've been researching day trading. Yeah, so day trading and basically trying to grow my business with photography and visual aspects and production as well. And it's kind of scary because I've been hearing this like, you know, when the world kind of like be giving you messages and like, like you ever like been like you woke up and like it's an inspirational quote. Like I've been getting messages like you shouldn't like try to start more than one business, and like it's hard because I really see my whole thing as one business. It's one big.
Just different with different aspects.
Different services basically. Yeah. So I don't want to make it feel like I've been pushing cash, my artists, cash don't fold, while having casuality so I can separate the two. But they're essentially one thing, so it should work. And I've been doing visuals and production. So I'm trying to put music out, songs that I made, beats that I made that I don't use, visuals for others and visuals for me. You know what I'm saying? That is a lot, but it doesn't feel like a lot because I have one vision for everything. And yeah, so what I'm trying to do right now is just find a capital for it, so I can invest into it.
That's always the hard spot.
I don't even find it as hard. I just find it as like a learning experience. You know, like.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's the hardest part. Like, you know what I'm saying? You might have trouble with it, but once you actually get it in front of the right person, it's like, because actually doing those things is not a issue or hard because those are things that you actually love to do. So that's why it may not feel like work, even though you're not getting paid for it. So that's why it doesn't really feel like work. So just getting somebody, maybe like an investor behind you, that's what I say, maybe the most difficult part of it.
Bro, my homie was telling me like about like getting loans and shit, and I'm just like, man, he like, bro, you gotta get a loan, bro. That's how you play the game, bro. You gotta make a loan, you gotta make it work. I'm like,
yeah, the thing about a loan, you gotta give it back.
You gotta give it back, right? So it's like,
so it gotta work.
Exactly, you got no choice but to make that re-up.
It has to work.
Yeah, so, and I believe in myself, like any type of loan I make, I'll be able to pay it off sometime. But I kind of like have this.
You gotta get the right loan because everybody, they got
right
different expectations. You know what I'm saying? You might gotta pay one back before
certain time. Yeah, no, like how I see it is like bro, it's so weird because like I don't know if I need to sign or something, but like I really think I can get it off the strength, like just doing it myself, and that's the hardest part because it's like I don't want to take somebody else's money and fuck up what they got going on. It's probably not gonna fuck them up if they just handing out money, but
yeah, I'm saying
it's gonna fuck me up more knowing I gotta pay them back monthly, you know, or pay them back on interest. You know what I'm saying? So. I'm not afraid of a loan because I believe in myself, but I want to make sure if I take a loan or anything that I got a good business plan to make that shit work. And you know, with the way that it's looking, like, I mean, I'm about to start throwing events. I'm going to be having artists on my platform. I'm going to be recording these artists so they can, you know, have nice promotions so they can repost their thing. That's going to help me work my photography page. These same artists might want to make music with me in the studios and be able to push my beats, you feel me? So it's all gonna work like a pancake mix. You feel me? I'm just gonna be just stirring that bitch. Yeah.
Alright, so we're gonna wrap it up a little bit. So anything you wanna tell the people that you got coming, anything that you just released that they should look out for?
So 2024 is the year of cash. And I've been pushing cash since the start of January. cash has been the main focus, the main motive, and yeah, I want people to feel like money. I don't want people to look at cash and think of me. You know, essentially that's what's gonna happen, but I don't want that to be the thing. Like, I want you to think of cash, and I want you to get your hustle on, get your motivation on. So when you play my music, that's what you feel. That's what you inspire to get. You know, if you feeling like you low on your money right now, or even if you got good money and you want to get more, you want to just, you know, keep that hustle going. I want you to play cash, and I want you to really like feel like, all right, bet, let's get this working. You feel me? Let's get this popping real quick. You feel me? So that's kind of what I've been pushing. I've been pushing that since the start of January. It's March right now. I've been trying to drop every week. I've been making my own cover arts, producing my own beats, recording my own vocals, and I've been doing it all, you know, myself with this vision that I have in mind and with this faith of God, you know, to help me see it through and really finish it and put that legwork in. So, you know, like I said, once y'all catch on, y'all gonna catch on, and it's gonna all make sense, even though it looks like it doesn't make sense right now, and you know, it might look like I don't have a lot of supporters, but I can guarantee you that I have walked miles on this earth in my shoes, and it's all gonna happen in due time and when it's meant to happen. And I hope you guys enjoy seeing the come up, because I'm gonna enjoy it. I'm enjoying it right now. And you know, I'm making moves like this with unpleasant thoughts, you feel me? I'm making little moves like this that'll help me create that atmosphere, create this perspective for you, help you see the vision a little clearer, help you see who I am, just so you can relate a little better.
All right, tell them where to find you one more time.
So you can find me at Casualidy. That's Casualidy. That's my platform. That's my brand. And you can find me at Cash Don't Fold. That's on Instagram. Again, I go as Cash. My artist name is Casualidy. I'm sure he gonna tag me. You feel me? But yeah, man, that's what I'm on. That's what I'm doing. I'm out here.
It's your boy Shampoo, aka Big Shampoo from Unpleasant Thoughts. Appreciate you again, bro. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.